This is Mr. What I have for you today are the top 5 fastest attacks from the forums versus Reddit war that have not already been seen elsewhere. There were a couple of attacks that were a little bit faster than what we're seeing here, but they were already seen in the recap. If you haven't seen the recap, link up above, link in the description below. Anyway, let's have a look at the remaining top 5 fastest attacks, including the actual 5 or the actual fastest attack as it stands. Anyway, let's begin. So, coming in with number 5, we have... What do we have? We have a Team Forums attack. I think you might be surprised who actually has most of the attacks in the fastest attack situation. So we've got a hybrid coming in on a Town Hall 13 hybrid at just a little over 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the actual attack itself. Not the clock on the attack, but when the actual first troop was deployed is how I was judging the fastest attack. Now, obviously, this was a cleanup attack. Well, this, not so much, obviously, but yes, this was a cleanup attack. And you can see that what's the Queen? Just going to take that little path. The wall wrecker, or the large bomb, let me say that again, the super wall breaker has already opened up that hole into that nice little alleyway next to the town hall with the expos. Clan Castle's ice columns are out. Queen is sitting in the middle. Eagle artillery has activated. And now we've just got a little bit of deployment going up to the top side. The King has come down for starting a little bit of a funnel. The siege barracks up on the left-hand side, so it's a pretty good idea. We're going to come in with the Hog Miner deployment straight on that other left-hand flank. You can see between about the, say, 8:30 or 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock area. There we go. Hogs and miners in with the Grand Warden. Siege Hogs have come out, taken out that wizard, distracting the Inferno Tower while the rest of the troops are now coming in. Queen's still up. She's just taken out that scatter shot. And we've got the Royal Champ in behind those hogs as well. Second scatter shot's about to go down. Well, there it was. It was focused on the attacking Queen. So I didn't even see the hogs and miners coming to wipe it out. One heal left and one freeze left. The defending Royal Champ is mixing it up with the attacking Royal Champ, and she's gone down because, of course, she also had a couple of other things taking an interest in her, such as the Grand Warden shooting her as well. Now, Royal Champ's ability still not used, so might keep that up his sleeve, might not. A couple of balloons up on that left-hand side. Teslas, there we go, the Royal Champion's abilities used. Took out those 2 Teslas up at the 2 o'clock position sort of thing, and now we're just waiting for the miners to finish off the mortar. Archer and miners up on the top left-hand side where the gold storage is, and just a couple of little trash buildings up here. Royal Champ and miners are onto that, and game over for the base. It was a nice little clean-up attack, and that's coming in at number 5. Okay, now we're going to have a look at attack number 4, which was the 4th fastest left attack. And actually, this was a very fast attack in its own right as well. Not going by the timer, but going when the first troop deployment happens. And as you can see, it's not a hybrid attack, and it's not really anything else that we saw in the war either. We've got 4 Packers, 8 bowlers. We've now got 3 Packers left to deploy. We've got that super goblin, the sneaky goblin up on the town hall, so doing lots of damage while no one knew the damage was going on because he's a sneaky little bugger. King's gone down, creating that nice little funnel on the right-hand side. Good funnel created on the left-hand side as well. Wall break in, and then a couple of jump spells just to get in through to the rest of the base. Siege Barracks has dropped down around the 9 o'clock position, so P.E.K.K.A. Wizards coming out over there to take care of that side of the attack. CC's come out, not a problem. It's all going to be going down. Now, by the way, this was not a fresh hit either. This was a clean-up attack as well. So balloon over onto that Tesla with the P.E.K.K.A. Lots of Wizards still coming out. So they're going to clean up that left-hand 9 o'clock section pretty good. Second jump's gone down. Eagle's gone down. And as you can see, everything's just slowly pathing through the base. Good lot of P.E.K.K.A.s still tanking for the bowlers. Everybody's only got one direction to go. Here come the hogs out of the siege barracks onto that geared up Archer Inferno Wizard area. Heal spell for them. And that's it. All the heals have been deployed. Archer Queen in the middle still has not used her ability. Skeleton traps have popped, so they're trying to follow the hogs around a little bit, but those hogs have got a heal on them. Archer Queen's going to Archer Queen. Yep, there goes the Expo. Hogs are still up. They've got the Skelly still following them around, and 2 more Wizards to deploy. Could possibly put the Wizard at 3 o'clock to try and get something done there, seeing as that Archer Tower won't be in the reach. And the Archer Tower looks like it is targeting the Grand Warden, or, well, it just went off the Grand Warden. But now look at the Peckers still coming around. The other Wizards have gone down already. And we've still got, what is that, 3 Peckers? We've still got 3 Peckers up with the healer healing up whatever the healers are deciding to heal up at the moment. It looks like they're trying to heal up the Grand Warden, although he's way at the back. Actually, looks like we've got 4 Peckers. So I think we started the attack with 4 Peckers plus 1 in the siege barracks, and we finished the attack with 4 Peckers as well. Awesome little attack. So that was number 4. Now we're going to be having a number 3. A look at number 3. Third fastest attack is basically Queen Charge Weibo, or Bow Witch, if you want to call it that as well. Either works for me. Yes, the base is not a fully maxed base, but it's a little bit different. It's something we didn't see in the recap. And was this a fresh hit? No, this was not. Oh, yes, this was actually a fresh hit, come to think of it. So this was a fresh hit as well. Now, obviously, this didn't make the cut because I had to choose, but here it is. You get to see it anyway. It's a Weibo bat, or Bow Witch bat, if you want to call it that, because we're coming in with 6 bat spells on this, and only a minute and a half left on the attack, so it was a pretty good attack. Less than 2 minutes and 10 seconds all up. Around about 2 minutes and 8 seconds from the first troop deployment. Ice Golem's gone down in front of the siege barrack, wall wrecker. Interesting that the Ice Golem and the wall wrecker seem to be travelling at about the same speed. So I thought that was a little bit interesting. And after the wall wrecker went through the wall, it kind of appeared that the Ice Golem then took off first before the wall wrecker went through. So look at all the bowlers and the witches, witch skellies coming into that base. Grand Warden's ability's been used. Keep it all alive. And nice hole punch through the base. Now here come the bats up on the right hand side. He's got 4 freezers. That's absolutely incredible. The base is, you just knew at this point the base is done with 4 freezers. Yes, he's got a wizard tower down the bottom here. Time that freeze spell. Wizard's going to go down. Won't even need to use that second freeze spell on that wizard. But he's not sure where he's going to use the other freeze spells. Over on that left-hand side wizard Tesla area, most probably. Look at all the bats, massive amounts of bats. Still got some other troops in the base as well. Those bats will go right. Just escape the wizard shot and now straight onto the wizard. You could just freeze that wizard for the rest of the attack. Wizard's down and look at the bats just taking out the Teslas. Game over for the base. Lovely little attack from Maverick from Team Reddit onto the Team Forums. Now you will have noticed that those first 3 attacks that we've just seen from the fastest were from Team Reddit onto Team Forums. And now we're going to have a look at the next 2 fastest attacks. Oh, actually, I think this one is also from Reddit, if I'm not mistaken. So this is attack number 2. Yes, it was. So this one is a Town Hall 13 attack, as you can see. Yeti Bowler under 2 minutes 50. That's awesomely fast as far as attacks go, generally speaking. Generally speaking, it's a fast attack. Yet at Town Hall 13, I know people have sometimes complained, Town Hall 13 is too hard. We need an extra 30 seconds. You can't 3-star within 3 minutes at Town Hall 13. And this was an argument we had a long time ago. And when Supercell introduced the extra 30 seconds, then suddenly everyone was attacking. And you know what happened when we had the extra 30 seconds and attack timer was 3 minutes 30? People were still time failing. They still would have got the 3 stars if only they just had a couple of extra seconds. So 3 stars overall just went up ridiculous amounts because there was hardly any time fails, but there were still some. So back to 3 minutes we go, and you know what? Here we've got an attack under 2 minutes, under 1 minute 50 can 3-star, and it's Town Hall 13. So the argument that you can't 3-star a Town Hall 13 in under 3 minutes, here it is, proven null and void. Actually, we've had a different Town Hall 13 attack here, also under 3 minutes. So all of the 3-star attacks in the Reddit versus Forum War were obviously clearly under 3 minutes as well. So yes, Town Hall 13 attacks can be done in 3 minutes. Earthquake, open up the complete inside of that base. Just let everything just path everywhere. Yetis and bowlers just doing massive amounts of work, jump spell in. So we had the earthquake in the middle plus the jump spell. So that's a lot of space devoted to mobility through the base. It could have been 3 jump spells, but I think that earthquake spell in the middle just opened up way more than having 3 jump spells. And of course, once it's open, it's a permanent open space within the base. And here we are, the number 1 fastest attack in all of the Reddit versus forum war, forum versus Reddit, comes from AJ, whose previous attack we did see in the war recap. Now, this particular hit on number 35 was a fresh hit. 3-star. Pecker on the right with 2 bowlers. Ice Golems on the left. He's going to drop the Siege Barracks. There we go. Siege Barracks. The other 4 Ice Golems deployed. Now he's got 1 witch left to go. Put that little line of witches at the bottom. Then he's got 12 bowlers still to come in behind the heroes. And he's only got 1 rage and 1 heal spell. Earthquakes have obviously gone down to just open up a pathway all throughout the entire base. So everything can just go rambling and just go crazy throughout the base. Rage spell's down. So it's all going to just try and path in fast. Grand Warden's ability's already been used. So that means that we're going to have to be a little bit on our own to try and deal with any future damage caused by the Eagle Artillery. However, Ice Golems just exploded, which froze the Eagle Artillery, so no other shot got off. Heal spell down into that multi-stream Inferno area, but there's just too many things in the area for the multi to deal with witch skellies, hogs that came out of the siege barracks and so on. We've got a couple of Teslas up on the right-hand side with some witches over there. The witch, I don't think they'll be able to survive that Tesla. No, they've just walked out of range of the Tesla, so some of the other troops will have to get it, such as the hogs still pathing around from the siege barracks. Now, this is the same troop combination that AJ used in the war, and AJ got a 6-pack. So if you want to try this troop combination yourself, just leave it up on the screen at the end of this attack. It had AJ's 2 attacks. His other attack was also under 2 minutes. So if that hadn't already been shown, that also would have been in the top 5 fastest attacks. So in any case, there's the troop combination if you want to try that out. And that's all I've got for this video. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave them down below. If you like this content, you want to see more like it, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your clanmates so they can learn as well. And as always, thanks for watching.